there, imaginary friends. Have no clue what got caught and what not. Been a while since I streamed on WoW. Opened a bunch of stuff. And I was wondering now, like GTA has that custom playlist when you drive, and the last stream I mentioned that toy that would you know, cancel out noises, but you might as well have some toy earbuds. I don't know if that would be a good thing or a bad thing, just to make sure I said what I wanted. Toy earbuds that would allow you to have a playlist on. For WoW, I mean, that's more like something for shooters than for WoW, I guess, but it can be an option. Now, speaking of YouTube and stuff like that, from time to time I go and check some stuff. We're gonna stay like here for a while. I don't think it matters. I did the main thing, you know, disabling the sounds. And yeah, I'm not really running out of places to be, but I'm just approaching this more and more, even more casually. So I just happened to be here and I said, you know, what the hell. Also, there have been a couple of things, and this is one of the things I want to get into too, because I prioritize more small things that I come up with along the way than the main things. And until recently I had enough gold on my server, because it's still server based, it seems. Token price seems to have gone up, which is normal. The server sizes, Ragnaros is now high, which seems right. And there's nothing like being on a small server and logging on and seeing that it's full of people from some large server. Plot twist. But it's still more preferable than logging into a empty Orgrimmar. I always just hope I said things properly and how I had it in my mind, and not. I think there should be some memes about, you know, how you see yourselves, how others see you. There's I guess there would be, I mean, I can always just move a couple of meters away and find another spot, but the point is, there's a reason I was here, but I'm gonna talk about another project soon enough. And I have come across a couple of things, but usually when I mention something it gets ruined, so I'm not gonna ruin other people's fun, especially the one that I'm not honest fun, let me make that clear. Especially not the one that I'm not engaging with or didn't come up with. But finally, let's get into YouTube stuff again. So from time to time I do check some stuff, but there's one thing I only checked once before, and the last time I did it I noticed something, because since they removed those dislikes, I assume that content creator will be only able to see them at the video, but I guess not, because I guess you have to go into studio and see it, and I haven't seen that many. Oh, it was a handful, nothing major, but and I don't know how that works in the engagement sense, but did I say hey there imaginary friends? Have no clue. Hey there. But and I can say that I was surprised. I was first surprised to see it because I had no clue about it, and I was surprised. I usually don't like to go into some details, but I mean, what the hell, I might as well say it. I was surprised to see a dislike on the clip, because it was 9 seconds. What's there to dislike? That's the only surprise I had. And you know, when you get something you want, I guess you take it for granted, but when you don't in the way you want to, I guess that when crimes of passion happen. And I understand those 2 dislikes, but you know, proportionally to the number of views, although they are minuscule, one would then, you know, expect some more likes, but I guess not. And what is the point of all of this? I said about my priorities and me not paying too much attention to things. My point is that this was never intended to be user-friendly, useful channel. This was always intended to be me rambling and getting some stuff out there. You know, like there are those kind of quests in WoW, you know, unprocessed piece of corn in a pile of horse shit. You know, maybe there will be something relatively useful, but that's it. You know, okay, for some of you maybe it will, you know, you prefer peanuts, maybe there will be a, you know, peanut, maybe even space peanut for those that saw Joe Dirt. Excusez-moi, Joe Dirty. There you go, now you don't have to watch the movie. There was another, I don't know when the stepsister stuff started. Super. But there is something like that in there, although without the extra step. Not to be confused with the other drum. If you go on YouTube and start searching for home pub drums, or I don't know, sound or something, you're in for a, you know, wild ride. That's a deep rabbit hole, but some really nice videos there, though it was a long ago since I did it. So that's the, by the way, the huge pile of horse shit and the piece of corn is a historical event. I guess there was some reporters from the neighboring country eating that shit up, pun intended. You know, when you can just feel that they really was sweating like that Pulp Fiction guy while hearing it, and going for the son of the veteran to talk about it. Okay, I guess I did said where I got that from. So historical fact. And that's, I guess, about it. Just to okay, I guess I will go into game at some point. I up the sound, see how this will sound later on. And today also I took some screenshot, and that's strange. I had some, I don't know if it was a dream or a thought. What the fuck was that? There's something out there. So about I don't know what, when you think you have covered it all, and hopefully the sound is not too loud. Should I go there? I guess there was some videos about okay, I don't know if I should go into that. Some historical videos, and then one of the comment was, when that guy is your I forgot the term, introductionary speak or something. For the other guy, I left more than I should have there. And that's about the thing, the similarity between one of the main guys in WoW's name and that title. That came to mind, and then this morning I saw a guy with some guild that's a combo of it with that umlaut U. But I took a screenshot. I don't know if I'm gonna use it as a thumbnail. I have a bunch of interesting screenshots, but the one I was supposed to make a thumbnail for this one, I didn't. And there's something also I don't want to talk about because I want to use another thumbnail. Though thumbnails are probably gonna be random at some point. Just to keep that in mind too. Because the thumbnail and the title are about one thing, the failed project I was on. And TLDR right up front, you can't get Sinrunner Blanchy as a veteran account. As a free-to-play, of course not, but not even as a veteran account, because like I said, that whole sit and wait, hurry up and wait stuff, I don't know who came up with that. I guess it's not that hard, but I don't know, it just seems like a waste of time to me. And I guess if you are in the days of old, when the battlegrounds, the horses, okay, hopefully the stream doesn't break now, there's something weird going on. And okay, I have rambled for a long time now. So yeah, I told you the TLDR. So how it started and how it ended. It started with me. Is this the moment? I'll show you that later. I have all the ingredients in the bag. Now when I was thinking about it, why did I get all of those? It's later on I said, okay, you made a huge mistake. You were dealing with all of this stuff. but I guess I wanted to make sure everything can be done, and especially for that last part and the first part. So the trick was, and the worst thing is that I have seen a bunch of videos, and the thing I was interested the most in was mentioned in the two videos I rewatched recently, and I didn't notice that info in any of them. It was there, but somehow I totally mentally, skipped it, had no clue. So it used to be level 55 level requirement, which is no longer the case. So I have checked that. At level 49, I forgot hops, oats, I don't know what is it, we'll check later. So you need to be level 50 to loot those. And I tried everything, phasing wise. You can, I'm not everything, Vomo, Dawn, North, Alliance, Horde, Toon, stuff like that, simple stuff. I didn't, try something crazy, though there was something later on. If I did put the thumbnail on now, you could see it, but not right now, maybe later on. So as a level 50 you can get those oats, and those are not soul bound. Everything else you can get as a free to play except for those oats. So I thought I might have a chance there to buy the oats of the auction house, and they are there. There are some overpricing pieces of shit, let's just say it. And I tried, sometimes when I have, the nerves and the time, I like fucking with them. So I tried, slowly, getting the price down, undercutting. And that's easy to do. I mean, I told you about the, goblin gliders. And when you have the amount, you undercut a little bit, then they buy it out, then you undercut more, put some more, and then they start wandering, then other people join you, then you undercut again, not that complicated. It takes time, but you need the amount, and it depends, it's regional. So like I said, I didn't want to bother with it too much. I bought at some high price, but I did buy it, and I had it all at that point. And now comes the main part, I guess. I got a couple of things on that level 50 of mine, and I went there by chance, and there was Blanchy. And by the way, on the lore part, the horse, don't think about it too much. Did Sinrunner Blanchy did something wrong? No. It was it's just a nice reference. Horse died, there was a opportunity. You can make lore around anything you want, really. So they first just wanted to make a dead horse, and then, might as well name it, Blanchy. And it's cool. So, good game there. So I talked as a level 50, and before that I just wanted to see if I can talk to it on this stone. And why I chose that one? Okay, good thing that I remember that. I chose him because he's engineer, so I could just get there with that toy. Okay, well, wormhole, doesn't matter, we'll check everything later on. But if you have, and now I do, a herbalist engineer, Okay, I guess I don't. If you have some, the point is, one of the vendors has a weekly changes the stuff you need currency weekly, and it's some meat but also herbs. So herbalist would be a viable option, just to say that up front, for level 50s, because you can't, but I guess if you have level 50 you can just buy the stuff off the auction house, so I guess it doesn't matter after all. So yeah, I was there, and he said, I was there without the oats, and it wouldn't talk to me, so I got the fuck out of there on this one. And that's important later on, because like I said, I did catch it on level 50, talk to it, so it's possible given the oats. Then quickly try to check on this one, and I got there, and I thought it was 10 minutes, but now some people say it's 5 minutes since he despawns, and I have no clue how everything that stuff works, but I thought I got there in 5 minutes, but then so I said I guess not, because he wasn't there. But there's the trick. I was there on this tune some time ago with the oats, and I heard the horse, I don't know how you say it, kneeing or whatever, but I thought it was the other guy, because there are still people there. Not too many, but there are still people there. 2, 3, maybe 4, people. And I guess, 2 hours, not too bad, but not too good either. You will often see people there at some points, sometimes like anything else really. So I thought that was his horse, but apparently it was Sinrunner Blanchy, and I couldn't see it. And it was some nice guy, a neighbor, I guess, across the street, or sea to be exact. The point is, he's from Italian server, and he whispered me, and at first, I thought, what the fuck, is he trolling or something? And I said, I can see it. And then he right away, when you find a helpful person, they are there, not that many, but there are. He just immediately invited me to a party, and you will see that from the whispers that I'm gonna use in the thumbnail. So right away he invited me into a party, and I still couldn't see it. So I guess I thought the safety was free-to-play is not being able to get the oats, but there's also that safety check of you not being able to see the Sinrunner Blanchy. So those are 2 steps that you are not able to get done in order to use a free-to-play veteran account or free-to-play to get the mount. So I guess those are the main parts, and now soon I will get into game to avoid being doxed. I mean, to dox my other tools. Yeah, now to check I'm guessing those are the things I put in the title. Okay, let's see, maybe now. Before I show. Okay, that's not. Yeah, I guess Final Fantasy added another aspect to be free. Okay, I will talk about this in the... Okay, that's too much. I'm not gonna go into those things. I'll go into game now. I don't feel like moving. Let's make this stream static. It's not here. Yeah, there. No. I guess I'll have to do this manually. I'll show that a bit later. Like anyone else, I have a bunch of junk in my bags. Yeah, what else? Excuse me. So let's see, a handful of oats. I don't know the order of it. Yeah, this is the saddle blanket you need. I bought it with some meat. I guess I don't know how hard what is, but that was at first, you know, it seemed a lot grindy, but then I got some rocks and then, you know, just stuck with it. I wanted to give a whap at that. You know, horseshoe, bucket of clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are the apples? Okay, there they are. So I guess 6 things. So you could get it all, but not all. Almost all, but no luck there.
What are we without the sky?
Yeah. As you can see, the thing is, I want to, at some point I will, I guess, yeah, those details, that stream description and stuff, at some point I will deal with that, maybe start deleting some stuff. And for the longest time I had from the creators of Undermine Journal Oribos Exchange, and then I saw, you know, there's no more support for the Undermine Journal, so I deleted that part, but the link for Oribos Exchange is still there. Very useful site, you know, you pretty much have all the auction houses, especially good for comparing prices. So you have that in the description now, but I don't know, I might delete it at some point. Very useful stuff, so get it while you can. The add-on strangely still works, the Undermine Journal, but I saw there's no more support for it. I kept it just in case. And then at some point, because like you see I have no add-ons, I mean they are a great thing, but not really into it. One of the reasons for it is because, you know, I'm not into, you know, having some additional programs and UI and stuff like that, and updating it and everything. But that's exactly the point here, because I don't know if, yeah, I was checking if there's, you know, add-on somewhere else, and that got me. I'm trying, I just remembered how it happened. I went to the, I guess, Curse Forge or whatever, and it said, no longer supported for Undermine Journal, but then it had the Oribos Exchange add-on, and I tried to download it and put it in the folder as I used to do with Undermine Journal, and it worked. And I have no clue how it usually works, but that worked. And it's a lot less complicated, which is nice, although it happened right at the time that I finally, from some neighboring politician, learned what median is. And for those of you that still do not know, I guess median is like lower half average, which is really what is the most useful part, because there's some overpricing people out there for various reasons, I guess. So median was good in that regard. I have no clue how they treat it now, but okay, this goes a lot faster than I was expecting, and things do seem to go a bit faster than before.
A dark wind is blowing.
Okay, let's try that. So letters are a bit smaller for my taste, but there you go. So you have regional price. It says, sold by vendors, so like the old one. There you go. Where's something that... Yeah, this. See, Ragnaros and EU region. So there you go. That's about... I mean, nothing too... At some point, I mean, okay, let's end this soon. The point is, I used to deal with a lot of stuff because that's the only way I could make gold and those small opportunities. And I got sick of it. I don't really bother with stuff anymore, especially not the transmog, and I don't really spend gold. Yeah, but when dealing with stuff, sometimes you have in the back of your mind. I mean, when with the transmog, even some nice stuff that you can see is nice, they are very low price, and other stuff have high prices. But then you think about it rationally, who's gonna give this amount of money for that? And what they want you to do is to underprice it way down 10 times or more, and then they can buy it for cheap, and then repost it for 10 years, and then start thinking about that it might not be worth that much. But I just keep it just in case, and quickly check some prices. And now it's a great thing that you have regional prices too. I still keep the old add-on just in case, as a memento, but I probably will delete that one because this is pretty much the same but better and updated. So I guess those are the main things I wanted to talk about today. Yeah, we might as well get some fresh air. By the way, the follower, is it there? Maybe not. Maybe it's further down the south. the follower that you can get is a free-to-play that has the scribe trait. Maybe there was something. If you use this, you can use anything like it, even the glider after, so keep that in mind.
Shadows gather.
And I guess this is the time when we end it.
See you soon. Real soon.